Hey, it's me, Carbundance. I'm happy to be back with you with my 365 days of going from eating disorder to recovery. And we're also going to talk about drinking too much, like overhydration, and then also tips on creating an abundance mindset around food. So stay tuned. I have, like 1 year ago, I had this breakfast of oranges and strawberries, and it's like, I love this. Like, genuinely love this, but this was perfectly the wrong food for me to eat there because it just made all of the orthorexia going on and all of the anorexia fire up so much. It was not the right choice for me to eat there. Why could it be the right choice now or later? Like, I would not, I still eat all of the recovery, like restriction is forever. Eating without restriction is forever, not only in recovery. And so I still eat this way. But the thing is, I can have oranges and strawberries now again because I am not choosing them in order to save any calories or decrease the calorie density. No, it's quite the opposite. It's like I am out of the energy deficit now. But when I was not, when I had the mental hunger and I just had to fully surrender and go all in like a pig, basically. And that's what I did. And that's what you're going to see this year also. This was a banana smoothie. Or was it dates? Oh, I guess it's dates because dates create this kind of foam when you make a smoothie out of it, like a Datorade. Or maybe it was a mix of both. Well, and then this was the next smoothie with lemon and like the tops of the strawberries. And I mean, I do kind of like it, but I would now anytime prefer a smoothie without the greens added. It's like, I love greens more like in small quantities with, something like a whole lot of starch and fats like in a savory meal. For example, like this, but not this much greens. It's like, it's just forced. It's just forced. Like, why would you have to combine it with so many vegetables? Okay, so on this day I made the screenshot from this girl, Audra. Ever feel like you're doing so good by drinking tons of water in the morning, but then find yourself reaching for coffee in the afternoon? Well, let's just leave away the second, some random points. First, water is great. Being hydrated is good, but being overhydrated can be a bad thing, and that's what I used to do. Not to mention, you can be super bloated, throw off your electrolytes, get headaches, and actually feel worse. I also was starting to wonder if my fingers had to do with overhydration, because I felt so full with water, and I was forcing water in also in the morning, like that random half liter of water before every meal. So only drink to thirst, especially if you're eating lots of whole plant foods that have naturally occurring water in them. You'll be fine. That's something that I had to learn and really change for myself, because you have to learn to just go with your body signals and not put any rules on yourself. Okay, let's go into something that I ate 1 week ago. It was these kind of chips. It's actually my favorite crisps. If you say chips or crisps, whatever. These funny, frisch, or oriental. These have always been my favorite crisps. And I basically, like David also had some. Did he have even? It's just, I guess I ate the whole thing. Or, I can't even remember. It's just as much as I wanted, right? So dieting is your number one way to create dysfunction in the body. Let's just create a little list of some of the things dieting, specifically low-calorie or restrictive diets, can lead to. And yeah, that's basically all the things that I also had to struggle with, because that's, under-eating basically. Fertility issues, aka hormonal cycle gone or very, very irregular. Hormonal imbalances, high cortisol levels equals high inflammation in the body, nutrient and mineral depletion, amenorrhea, slow digestive system, which can lead to things like SIBO, leaky gut, etc. Yeah, anyone? Suppressed thyroid and metabolic function, impaired liver detoxification, major sleep issues. I had impaired liver detoxification. You know why? Like, I will show you with some, urine filtration things, how to create an abundance mindset around food. This is how I created an abundance mindset around food and stop binging. First things first, I put more than 1 or 2 cookies on my plate. This helps me not to have that walk of shame back, to get more cookies when I inevitably finish them. Next, I tell myself I can have as many as I want. These cookies are not going anywhere. I can always have more. Yeah, that's something I basically started to do that and learn that and started to teach my brain. That's neural rewiring. I started to teach my brain that that is fine. We do not have to be afraid of a whole plate of cookies. Chloe was sharing here some favorite recovery foods that people were sending her. You can look through these yourself. I wanted to share these with you because these are basically the things that I also craved and ate. Craving equals eating. You have to do it also. Ever since I started real recovery. So this is reasons from Emily Spencer to recover for mental and physical freedom, to be peacefully content with me just as I am, to live a long, healthy, happy, fulfilling life, to have the energy to enjoy my hobbies, to not have my loved ones worry about me, to not be the 1 in 5 who die or the 2 in 5 who exist, to travel and dance and laugh and play for as long as I possibly can. I think, like for me personally, the number 6 is my favorite, to not be the 1 in 5 who die or the 2 in 5 who exist. Like, eating disorders are deadly, but also the 2 in 5 who only get into quasi recovery, who don't die from the eating disorder, but they still only exist. Like, that's basically also why I wanted to recover. I just wanted to fully live. These are some reasons why binging is happening in general. First, you're not eating enough throughout the day. Second, you're not eating enough carbs. Love my carbs. Third, you're filling up on volume foods rather than truly satisfying foods. Yes, that's basically what I did 1 year ago. 4, you're recovering from dieting or disordered eating. 5, you don't let yourself eat for pleasure or comfort. And so, yeah, expect you to binge eat. It's not binge eating, it's recovering from restriction, okay? And last but not least, do not try to rescue someone who does not want to be rescued. We just have to keep in mind, everyone, I think, has to kind of hit themselves their own rock bottom. Just watching my videos will not make you recover. You have to come to terms that this is your life and you don't get to live it twice. And unless you realize that, I think you will not commit to recovery. This emotional wall of you just not, you can't seem to actually eat without restriction will always be there when you're not committed. And commitment means you're doing it anyway. Like, you don't care, like, no matter what, you just take that action. And that's the hard step. And that's the only step that got me recovered in the end. Okay. I see you in tomorrow's video. Please do not forget to give me the feedback, thumbs up or down. And if you haven't already, do subscribe for the daily videos. I see you tomorrow. Bye.